you're not born a bully. I really doubt that you are. And the stories that you're hearing now in schools, I mean, there's a terrible story that we were talking about.
Yeah. I mean, a 12-year-old has been killed in the past few days from bullying.
And in 𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐿, right?
In 𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐿. So it's close to my heart because I grew up in the area. I know the school, I know the area very well.
Yes.
And bullying, 𝐄𝐝𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐿 manje. It's very...
It's disheartening.
Yeah.
We're learning Spanish, so next time I won't be speaking English anymore with you.
Mamela. Sine hlabangane primary school. Saya 𝐁𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐿 higher primary school.
Higher primary? As in what?
So
how is there a difference?
hlabangane is from sub A.
Sub A, no.
Grade 1. So it's sub A, sub B, standard 1, standard 2.
Okay.
So you put into your grades, it's fine. Then 𝐁𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐿 is higher primary. That means it's grade standard 3, standard 4, standard 5.
So grade 4, 5, 6. I mean 4.
4,
5, 6, 7.
5, 6, 7, yes. Higher primary.
Okay.
Then you go to high school.
Standard what?
6 or form 1.
Yo. Yeah,
So, that's how we say. Levels in China.
Yeah,
levels.
no, yeah, those are serious levels, eh? I don't understand, but it's okay.
I did go for ways, it's you.
Yeah, no idea.
No. But one thing common that is in each and every other school.
Yes.
Now you're back talking about education.
Yeah.
Is bullying.
Yo, I have a story to tell, hey, about bullying.
Yeah.
But anyways, people will view me differently after this.
Oh, were you a bully?
Yes. But the thing is, I wasn't born a bully. I was taught to be a bully.
Okay.
Because I was bullied. So then I was like, every day, I am going to press them on. But I see now that it's made me very unapproachable.
Yeah.
Because of now I've got this demeanor of like she's gonna beat me up or whatever, you
Queen
know.
Latifah.
Exactly. You see. So like I think it was a good and a bad thing. But I think bullying is definitely something that you learn. It's not something that's innate. You're not born a bully. I really doubt that you are. And the stories that you're hearing now in schools, I mean, there's a terrible story that we were talking about.
Yeah. I mean, a 12-year-old has been killed in the past few days from bullying.
And in 𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐿, right?
In 𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐿. So it's close to my heart because I grew up in the area. I know the school, I know the area very well.
Yes.
And bullying, 𝐄𝐝𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐿 manje. It's very...
It's disheartening.
Yeah, and I mean, I remember when I got into 𝐿𝐴𝐻𝐿, I think it was just before the 94 elections, to do grade 8. And at that time, it was mostly colored school. And 90% of the children there were colored. And even in my street, I think I was the only black guy in the street at that time.
How was
a black child. It was a bit difficult.
Like you didn't encounter exterior, like all the time.
I think one, language was a problem.
Oh, Afrikaans, ne?
Both.
Okay.
English and Afrikaans. Pero khumbula ukuthi English ye-debate yaseNkonjane. The English.
Can you go Bilen Konjani? Like,
yeah.
It sounds like it's very far.
No, it's not very far. It's just here, Midlands. So it's a different English.
Yeah.
I find that 𝐁𝐔𝐋𝐿𝐶𝐷 as a four ways. Yeah, no, definitely. Benny and Betty. If you haven't done Benny and Betty, then you will not understand.
My mom talks about it all the time.
No. That was our English, and that's it. So English already was a challenge. Then now there's Afrikaans.
Yeah.
So there were some words in Afrikaans that I could never understand. When they say it, it was just difficult.
Yeah. And you're in a minority in that space.
Yes. But it didn't even because now it was because of the language and the race, all other elements.
Yeah.
Where I was born and raised, I was bullied there as well.
Yeah.
So as a child, I was not a great soccer player, and so in our society as umuntu omnyama, if you cannot do certain things which are common, like playing soccer,
you become ostracized.
Yes, you know. So I was bullied because of that, and I was given names, terrible names. Some of them actually,
do you remember them?
Yeah, no, I know them.
Serious?
So some have a nerve to now from Norway. Hey, scoreboard!
What's that?
Like,
wait, what is that? I'm sorry for laughing, but what is that?
So, a scoreboard is the...
Yes. Scoreboard?
Yes.
Oh! So they called you a scoreboard?
Yes.
Because you couldn't score?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
You are a bully and you already...
She's only bullying me now, ne? Yeah, I know, on set. But
I'm sorry,
no, but
bad habits die hard. But really,
so those are the times, and that continues years and years and years. You've been called that name, and
how do children are so creative? How do you even come up with that?
If I tell you other names that you will find, it's insane. Children are mean.
Very mean.
Children
Especially high school
mean.
kids. They are very mean. They are the worst.
They are very, very mean. And it's sad. No, and that was primarily.
Yeah.
So that's higher primary days from the grade
6, 7.
yeah, 5, 6.
Yeah, 5, 6.
5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
That's when I was in 𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿. So those are the days.
What kind of kids are these like that?
No more Kasi guys. Now people that grew up with some money.
Yeah.
It's okay. And actually one of the guys, I speak to them now, but it's a different level now.
Yeah. Of course,
there's the level of respect, but some of them haven't.
Yeah.
Some probably I'll die. Some of them still calling me those names.
Yeah. And that's just mean.
I don't
they
have.
Haven't grown, eh?
No, I don't. Yes, no, I've realized that.
Yeah.
Some of them haven't. Those who call me that name still, I look at them and like, if you only know.
Yeah. If you only knew.
If you only know.
What
it's
I
okay.
am today.
Nah, it's okay. It's okay. I'm not gonna correct you. I'm not gonna.
They haven't progressed.
Some of them have progressed. Some of them are not. But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Some of those that still call you by that name.
Yeah.
You look at them and you're like, it's okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
Engage with you because we're not on the same level.
Because I can see you're still standing in the same spot you were in 2000 or in 90. No, not even 2000. 94, 95, around there, or 1990 for that matter. So it's okay. I'm gonna leave you there. I mean, it's 3 decades later. What I'm gonna fight you for?
Yeah.
What I'm gonna tell you, which don't call me that name. 𝐁𝐔𝐿𝐿𝐿. I'm a father.
What
I'm a father. I'm a
from
husband.
that? Yes.
I'm a leader. Come on, if you call me that name, you don't even really know me. So it's okay. It's okay. But it doesn't stop those names. And there's another name that's why it hurts when you see bullies and you see how, because I've been bullied a lot and I've taken it. You are a bully.
I was bullied. Then I had to, learn how to bully other people.
I guess the difference between you, I never had to learn how to bully other people.
Huh?
I've never had to learn how to bully other people.
No, but you know what? You know where I learned how to like, you know, stand up for myself, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's because of number one. Mawufika endlini bathi ushawa ubani? Why bekakushaya? Why bongamshayi? You understand that mentality of like, why didn't you do something? And people get tired of like now going to school meetings because of your child is being beaten and whatnot. And like most of the time, transport, okay? And there's like big kids and little kids and stuff like that. So the big kids used to bully us. And I remember like my mom had borrowed my school bag. She went to some event, right? I'm like 7 that time. And then she left her sanitary pads in the bag. And then they're like ravaging my bag. I don't even know what that thing is. And then I was bullied for something I don't even know what the use of it is. You understand? Yeah. And it's like, it's terrible because of you're bullying a child that doesn't know what's going on. And then now she's being ridiculed the whole way. They're singing a song about you, you know? And then I was like, I can't do this. I can't. Then I started...
So what happened in the deal in the past few days, and it's in the news, is that a 12-year-old was being bullied and being made to pay a procession fee of the 5 rand every day.
Yeah.
So the more mabamthola anganayo, then they added the amount. It's 10 rands Monday, 5 rand on Monday, 10 rand on Tuesday, 15 rands.
Yeah.
So by the time it got to Thursday, he didn't have the money, so they jumped on him.
Yes.
And
this is a very sick method, and I think it's gang related.
Yeah.
And I think it's not even a Innerdale problem. I think it's a South African problem.
No, it is.
You know, because it goes beyond the schooling system, and I think it needs to stop. Even adults, as we are, get bullied into situations.
Oh.
And this child lost his life because of he couldn't pay. You know, and pay for what? Because you're going to school.
Going to school, you come out of school, it's supposed to be a safe place to be.
Exactly. For you to enter the bus, now you must pay.
Yeah, now the school has security. Now, so the place where it's supposed to be a place of peace, a place of learning and safety, now you're standing with securities in the gate and so forth. So, but what I'm saying is that this is common in society.
Yeah.
And sometimes we don't speak to our children about. Mm-hmm. We don't speak about as a society as well. Yeah. So it's a challenge that our kids face every day.
Yes.
You know, my young son was bullied last year. And we spoke earlier on before we went live that Okwarana, it's common and it's something nice.
Yeah.
And we laugh about it.
But there's a very thin line.
There's a very, very thin line.
Yeah. To bullying.
So, and some take real offense on it, and some don't like it, and some the scar lasts for a very long time.
True.
You know, so maybe part of the reason why Muskopot was because you had won the Katanamdingana and subsidy account.
Subsidy.
Yeah. So
why do you say these things? You know, good things are there, and it's like now I'm the bully. No.
I think one of the worst names being given at that time was being called Utuot.
What's that?
In Afrikaans.
Like dead?
Yes. Yeah.
Why would they even say that?
Some of these I can't even remember why, but they were there. And those are the names that they're there. And some, you often wonder if they really understood.
No, they didn't. I think it's from home. No. Charity begins at home.
Yeah, but, you know, if there's anything that has driven me, was such names.
Okay.
To turn that around. Because you say I'm dead.
Yeah.
At the age of 10, 11. Yo. So you predicted my life as someone who has no life at all.
Yeah, well now you're God,
So it made me work harder. It made me want to change that narrative.
Yeah, used adversity to your advantage.
Yeah. So, yes, it was not a nice thing, but somehow I'm glad. because it made me want to get out of the area, get out of the sport, get out
Yeah.
where it was, where I was stayed.
Yeah.
Maybe if I stayed there, I would have been
Yes.
dead.
Yeah.
But because I moved away from there,
Yeah.
I got life out of
Yes.
everything else. So, and that was being bullied all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing about being bullied. Kunzima ukuxola.
True. True.
Um,
I don't think I will forgive the people that bullied me. And it also rehashes a lot.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you, my January, end of January, beginning of February, I was bullied and I'm still being bullied. And now when you're an adult being bullied, now you have to take into cognizance the law because it's dangerous. You just don't know. I mean, I could be that 12-year-old tomorrow, you know.
Yeah.
That's how serious it is. And we cannot condone such behavior.
No, not at all. Not at all, Musa. I mean, you somehow, doesn't matter how many years it's been, but you wait for an opportunity
Yes.
to revenge those people, even if it never comes. So, but subconsciously, you're always waiting. You always want to see,
Yeah.
you know, and maybe sometimes you wish the worst
Yeah,
worst for them.
You do.
So you
You
want to
do.
see them as an adult if they've progressed or not.
Yes.
And if they're not, you kind of feel better.
Yes.
If you find yourself in a better position than they
Exactly,
are,
yeah.
you kind of feel better. Go to, okay, yes, at least I've won somehow. It's not a nice thing.
Yeah.
Because you hold this thing inside for years
do,
and years
you
and
do.
years. And unfortunately, as a man, as you grow older from a boy to become a man, you can't talk about these things openly. I never really spoke about these things openly. I think I've shared this story with my kids recently. Obviously, having to explain to them, you know, what transpired
Yeah.
and where I came from.
Yeah.
But all these years, more than 20 years, I've never really shared the pain that those names caused in my life.
Yeah.
And being called those names and constantly, and it becomes just your name.
Yes.
Everywhere you go, that's what they call you.
Exactly.
So, you know, there are those few people that call you by your real name, and
Yeah.
they give you that respect, and you know what it feels like when someone calls you that way. But you also know how demeaning it is
Yes.
when those people call you the other name.
Yeah.
You know, being called Duot, it's something else. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's terrible.
then you move from your own people to calling you those names and demeaning and so forth.
Yeah.
Then you move to another, then they call you a big lipper. No, not big, because it's a translation. They call it duck.
Duck. Oh
Duck
my
lipper.
gosh.
So when they first said
Because they
it,
don't have lips, right?
when they first said it,
No, but like that's not. Like I feel like if I was a bully, I would have came up with the most hardcore.
you're right, but no,
It's swag, ne?
Very.
no. It was because one, I didn't understand what it meant. That's one. Two, when I finally understood what it meant, so I was very conscious now of my lips.
And it created a complex for
Yeah,
you.
so now I'm looking at my lips every time. Are my lips that big? You know?
No.
I'm looking in the mirror, I'm like looking, do I really have those duck lips you're talking
No,
about?
they just don't
So-
have lips. So they're envious.
No, but it's okay. Now, now
They're
over the
very
years.
envious. Like,
No.
imagine.
That's racist.
No.
It's not racist.
But-
It's the truth.
But now over the years, I've grown into those lips, those duck lips.
Yes.
God knows I know what to do with those lips now.
This is education.
It is education.
Yes.
I've learned to use those lips
True.
in many ways
But-
than one. So, but those were the, because the guys. I think some of the things people don't take note of.
Yeah.
You will sit in the room with people, and you suddenly speak Afrikaans. And you know that people don't speak Afrikaans. Or maybe the three of you can speak Afrikaans fluently, and there's one person that doesn't speak Afrikaans in the room. And you do that. And they even do it in the workplace.
Yes. All the time.
They do
All
it in the
the
workplace.
time.
No, they do it in my office. They do it.
Yeah.
They do it in the workplace
Yeah.
where you're sitting there in the meeting, and they go and speak Afrikaans,
Yes.
and you're the only dark-skinned individual in the room.
Yes. So why don't you be a Karen?
Eh?
Like, I would so be a Karen, hey?
No, once I stood up and I left the room,
Yeah.
they said, meeting is not finished yet. I said, but I thought it was because you guys have moved away from the language.
Yo, it's crap. Yes,
So-
I would be such a
So
Karen. Like,
they were
I
like, no, but
those
we're not. I thought you understand
situations.
Afrikaans and so forth. I said, no, but as in, this is a meeting.
Did you ask me?
This is a meeting. It must be conducted in English so that everyone can understand it.
Exactly.
So, but if you start...
And for me to explain that to you is like so demeaning right now. Like,
Yeah,
are
I
you
mean-
trying to be a moomish right now? Hmm?
So these things this happens. These things happen, and we take them.
Yeah. But we shouldn't.
No, we take them.
We shouldn't. The thing is, when you don't speak up, you inculcate that culture of it's okay.
Yeah.
You see, and that's what I always fight. And I think, yes, people have coined me the Karen of every group, but I'm fine with being the Karen of every group because you have to speak about it. The only way we're going to stop
You see-
bullying, we're going to stop people being racist, people being just ostracized in any form or shape, is if we talk about it.
Yeah, I think sometimes it's important the environment you're raised in and how you were raised.
Yeah.
And sometimes even the school you went to.
Yeah.
Because some of us, your type of schools that you went to, Musa,
Yes.
you were taught to be expressive. You were
True.
taught to express your
True.
feelings, express yourself. You know, we're
Yes.
not. When you
Yeah.
start to kuluma, or
Yeah. Yeah.
then you are shy. When you start
Yes.
asking questions, you ask too
So
much.
you learn to keep quiet.
So you learn to take it in,
Yes.
you know.
And that is
Yeah.
the worst thing. That's why we have so many
So-
sick people in
Yeah,
this
no.
world.
We learn that, and we also teach our children the same thing.
Yeah.
There's a certain way of speaking to Tomtala.
Yes.
A certain way of addressing things.
Yeah.
I'm an African child.
Yes.
I could never speak back to my mom.
Definitely not.
I've seen some of my friends as growing up,
Yeah.
because eventually I got used to NLA and I got used to it,
And they just
somewhat,
speak however.
Yeah, so I've seen how some of my friends will speak to their parents. So like, yo.
Yeah.
I-
It's
I-
cringe,
I,
ne?
Yes, I could never
Yes.
do that. But, and sometimes you know that whatever is expressing the child is the truth.
Yes.
But
It's the way in which you say it.
Yeah.
You know, you can tell an adult that you are doing wrong, but not in a rude manner.
Yeah.
You know, and I think there's something that we also need to learn, because we are now that generation that's old now.
Yeah, no,
So we the like Sibatala
guys.
So exactly, like imagine a child saying, "Abatabadala beko," and you live with me. Am I the dull person?
Yeah, so mama, yeah. We the one, yeah, no?
Yeah, so there is a way of addressing things. It's just that you have to have tact, especially when
Yeah.
it's someone that's older. So I think, so when I look at the difference between my brother, we have a 9-year gap. The way he communicates with my mom is very different to how I communicate with my mom. And it will be different because of the age gap. It's different generations. However, I cannot condone how maybe if he behaves badly. I can't condone that because that is not part of my culture. You know, even though he's speaking to my mother, I will reprimand him, you know, because yes, we are on equal footing. We are both her kids, but you don't speak to her like that.
Wow.
You know?
Things that my nephews and nieces get away with now. I could never even try them. But
or even attempt or even think about them.
There's no ways.
You know?
Ways.
And not that we're being submissive or timid, no, but there's a way in which you approach it.
We watch these things happen. We see these kids doing it. And you know your own child when the child is bullied.
Yes. Yeah.
Why the way they behave.
Yes.
You are born with lomtanda of nasi.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So as parents, let's be present. As much as we spoke about earlier, being present.
Yes.
We need to be present in our children's lives
To know.
to know certain behaviors in them,
Yes.
to see it and understand it, and reprimand if need be.
Yes.
And there's a saying in Zulu,
Exactly.
and because while they're still young, we can able to reprimand and try and build and change certain behaviors.
Exactly.
Because you'll be at home sitting with living with a bully and not knowing, or because you're not present, but you know your child. Uyamazi that wasendlini uyambona ukuthi untala ubhuli.
And masekakhulile uzopula wena.
No. Yeah.
It will be like, oh, that child is abusing that. No, what did the mother do? Yeah? Why didn't the mother reprimand at that time?
It's that endlini.
Yeah.
Yonke into engiyona.
Charity begins at home.
So yonke into engiyona ngicela ekhaya.
Yes.
So we normally say that ekhaya is a playground where siya trainer for everything ofuna ukuba yiyo.
Exactly.
For everything oyiyo
Yes.
osokhulile.
Yeah.
So ku playground you'll find ukuthi iChiefs iground edlalela kuyo is FNB stadium. But iground ejimela kuyo is a natural.
Exactly.
So kini in natural where you train a lot of things. So umuntu wesifazane you train ukuba umama oqotho. You train ukuba a lady ekhaya. Kini you don't go train the street. No. Uphuma la ugqoke iheel. So
but we like the streets.
So muhle. So trainile so kwazi ukuhamba nalangele heel. So wena don't think uzophuma uyoyitrain ukuhamba ngeheel estradini.
No, definitely not. Yeah. No, there's no way you can learn on the streets.
Same njenge out.
Yeah.
Yabona i-out mangabe ithuma wayo endlini. Rest assured.
He's going to swear at you.
Wena okuhlaba ngomesi.
Exactly.
Because that same guy, he doesn't know how to treat a lady.
Yeah.
So we learn how to treat a woman from our sisters and our mothers.
Yes.
You learn to... I learned to buy roses. Buy for my mom. Before I could buy for any girlfriend and so forth.
Yeah.
You know, I bought my mom roses.
Now I'm 40 years. I used to buy my mom flowers.
Is it?
Yeah.
Good.
I still do.
There you go. So till today, 20 years later, I still buy my flowers. Because these are things that you learn from home. These are habits you learn from home. I learned to do groceries by watching my father does groceries.
Yes.
When my dad did groceries, ekaya, bonga to the tuck shop. You swear what you're going to tuck shop. Because you used to buy for...
𝐄𝐝𝐿𝐵.
Yeah. So you would buy for 2-3 months.
Yes.
So my
do the same.
So my reverse event language keeper. I'm riding grocery. I'm out of my keeper. Don't look like you're this person. I'm called Ricky. Great.
Want to do forward thinking.
Yeah. So you learn those things. You learn to provide from at home. So that when you get to your own space, you know it's easier for you to do the same. So how is it that a child will learn certain things when at home it's not being done? So ekaya is a practice.
Yeah.
Ekaya will learn good training.
Yeah.
So take the training with us ekaya. And us as parents, now that we are parents, we need to be observant of what we say, how we say it, and how we behave in front of our kids.
Yes.
I'm raising boys, girls as well. But in the way I treat their mother, they will know how to treat
a woman. Yes.
So it's important to stop bullying.
Exactly. Because monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah. In name calling from endlini, it's a problem as well.
It is. Yeah. Even swearing, I've learned to not swear as much.
Please don't swear in front of kids.
Because I was reprimanded by a 9-year-old.
Yeah. Saying,
Mamani, choose your words. I was like, being told by a 9-year-old, guys, I need to do better. I need to.
One of the days when we had Uncle Ophuzayo, Fanam, ungaphuzi mfana. ungaphuza utshwala ngizwe yeah ungaphuza
And
utshwala
uyaphuza ngaleso
uyaphuza that time ubhema iphethe izolo yakhe uyaphuza
Yo.
ungaphuza utshwala ungabhemi mfana wena ube smart. And we used to do that. We used to listen. Our kids don't do that.
They don't.
They do it
observe.
different. Yeah.
Yeah.
What I do, they will do.
Yes.
So that's why occupy in my space you don't find.
Yeah.
Either we're hosting or we don't.
And
it's
it's dangerous anyways.
No, we don't. We don't do it at all.
Yeah.
If you're coming as a friend, you go to occupy. For today,
Yes.
in my space with my kids, we don't do.
Because if you allow an outsider to infiltrate your fortress, then you are the problem.
Yeah, then I'm a problem. So I'm gonna answer to these boys. Oh, but
Exactly.
Right. So it doesn't work. So in my space we don't do occupy.
Yeah.
So if I find you in your space, you're doing it. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's in your space.
Yes.
And my kids must understand. Musa in her space as an adult, this is what she does.
Yes.
But what she does if we don't do it here.
Yeah.
So that's how it works. So I really think that we need to up our game as parents and be observant of our children and what they do and how they do it and who they hang around with.
Yes.
And know your kids.
Extremely important who they hang around with, you know. That's why I find it very important when your child says they have a friend. I want to know the parents.
Yeah.
I need to know the parents so that I know exactly what they are engaging and which level they are engaging on. Because, I mean, what if they are totally different and they have value system that is totally different from mine? And then now the child is influencing my child. And now it's going to be a problem because I'm competing. It's a friendship.
Look, you know, I put a lot of kids around in my space.
Yes.
So I don't want to see that. It's fine. I don't have to see your parents.
Yes.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I will see their parents in the child.
Yes.
So I'll look at the child and see the behavior of the child, how the child is.
Yeah.
Then we'll work with that.
Yes.
And I think in the past few years, we've seen kids that came, I would say, from broken homes. They come into our space and as friends to our children. Yes. And we see them transform and change. Because of the influences that we have on them and the kids as well. Yeah. So sometimes it's a chance for us to change what we see outside. True. Because njengomzali, I'm not only a parent to my immediate children, but to a lot of other children. Yes. So
it takes a village.
Yeah,
it really does.
No, we speak about Mandela 5 Nation. We are talking about Izala. Mandela 5 Nation. Look.
Yo, Izala, they should see this place, December. Oh my God.
and all the kids, as you know, yes. I take it to heart. They are my children.
Yeah.
And it's important that these kids know that you're there for them. So what I always say to them is that if you forget anything else, no, I got you. Then they laugh it out, but it's the truth. Because I have them. And we have them. Because I've got a team of people that I work with, you know, when it comes to kids. Because if the kid doesn't have something and I can't afford it, there's a friend I can call and says, Mamela mfethu umntana so ofuninte so and kalamanje kunzima. And they will come through for me. Yes. So I've got a team of people that know that I've got a team of children that we're taking care of as all of us. Yeah. So and we pray and hope those kids are not bullied and they're not bullies as well. So when it does happen, and we try and manage it in a way that they understand. I think last year, one of my younger son, ufuzu baba, upiwe. So bamkwara because he's subsidy corner. But the boy is smart. Yes. Academically, he's very smart. Yeah. So I end up saying,
exactly. Yeah.
Exactly. So Sunday he went back and so they stopped a bit. So they understood. And now he came back with confidence and they were.
But that's how basically you stop a bully. You just play into their game.
But you know, because when he came back he was very hurt when when
I
he
can
got back,
imagine.
because he didn't understand why wamamkwara kanje. But ukwara loko siwenza, let's be careful.
Very.
There's a very thin line, like you said earlier. There's a very thin line between fun and hurting somebody else.
Yes.
There's a very,
and
very
recognizing that you've hurt somebody else. You might say, Guti, you made a joke, but that person didn't take it kindly.
No.
And you must recognize their pain.
No. I mean, there's such ways when it's easy to say to stula. We even made
and that's body shaming.
Yeah, stula ma feklifi.
Yabo.
Those are things, but you don't know how the person that you're saying that to, how do they feel?
Yes.
How they are taking this.
And seldom will they express
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we need to be careful and teach our children how. And I think I find more in the ladies. I don't know who said it's an icebreaker to say, ooh, I'll no nang. Ooh, I'll say no nang. I'll be maganan. Ooh, pile gamnan. Ooh,
toxic people. But it's that toxicity that breeds.
I don't like that.
All
I don't
these
like
ailments.
that icebreaker. Ooh, uluzile yazi. Ooh, udlani. Wenza ngani. It's just, I know it's an icebreaker for you ladies.
Yeah.
I know.
I was ostracized because somebody, I think the past 2 years I've gained weight, ne? And then young one, I think we had some event and whatnot. And she's like, ooh, so, gaine kanjani? Ngithi ungenaphi wena? Yay! It was a hullabaloo that I said that. And I was fed up because every time she comments about my weight, whether I'm thin, I'm fat, I've gained weight, I've lost weight, she's commenting. And I was like, lo young Telela, because yes, you're much older than me, you should know better.
Yeah, but I think it's not because Telela, but it's because it has been common in a society too.
But it's wrong. It doesn't mean if it's common, it's right.
No, it's not right.
Yeah.
We've made it common that's the first thing we say to someone when you see them. Oh,
comment
so
about
weight.
Exactly.
Look.
Yeah.
My body of a 15-year-old or 25-year-old and the body of a 40-year-old, it will never be the same.
Exactly. And it shouldn't be the same.
It will never be the same. So I must make peace with who I am now. And you must make peace with who I am now.
Exactly. But don't get offended when I respond to you, because I'm responding the same way. The same hurt that you're putting towards me is the same hurt I'm ejecting.
Yes, you're giving back that.
Yes.
It's like someone who comes into your space, into your house. At you, ooh,
yeah. When I ungenaphi, hey, where do you enter? Where? Yeah, exactly.
Because you're not here
to look at my space. You're here to see me.
Here to see me.
Yeah, and if you're not here to see me, then ufunani? Yeah. Yeah.
So you see, relations.
Yes.
Mamkhulu, TV,
yeah.
What are you TV?
It's those types. I can't.
So more figure. No.
I already know.
No, more figure. Yes, we come like
yeah.
But like that room.
Yeah.
Aguna TV, aguna radio.
Yeah.
Can mamkhulu TV? I don't know nana. I got one. Can now. Bonan.
Yeah.
Lola TV.
Yeah.
TV. Ishawela kenna.
Yeah.
Mongan ko kamera.
Yeah.
Kanako ya.
Yeah.
Snapchat.
I know. I have an aunt like that.
So when utilo wala naket. I don't want to TV. Una TV how?
Yeah.
Eh man. Okay. Yeah. Utasha how TV. Kona no. Aribu ere toqeke ompele gore bana ba ka ba jwa.
Yeah. I know, and I found it very weird, right? Because I was like, what's missing? But anyways, I actually don't have a TV because I don't watch TV anyways. So I think when people visit me, you're visiting me because there's no other form of entertainment.
No.
You understand?
So what's the one I'm supposed to mean? I don't want to if you want to I'll take you a tour.
Yeah, tour, exactly.
Yeah. Sure.
You will be guided.
And I don't think there's anyone who go out of their way from their home and come to see Winnie TV yami.
Yeah, no,
Akekho.
definitely.
No, akekho mfethu. No. So mawuzekile, uzekile, uzobona nje. Asicale la, the least I would do, I play music.